Hi and good morning. I really hope you're well. Uh, today, I just wanted to talk about traveling in the light of the ongoing situation in the Middle East. First of all, if you're affected directly, for families who've lost loved ones, we pray that just God will remember you and minister to you the way you need. God help you. And for people feeling stranded, maybe you went on a vacation and now if your flights have been cancelled and you're just feeling this anxiety, we pray for the peace of the Lord upon you. And we just pray that God will keep us all safe. And we also pray that God will give wisdom to the leaders of nations so that whatever decisions they make will be for the good of the people. We know that man can be very, very selfish in decisions that man makes, but we believe that our God is above every person, and He's able to turn the hearts of men to listen to Him. How we pray that our leaders, the leaders of the land, will be receptive to God when He's telling them what to do. And that brings me to maybe a very critical question. We can't control the future, but what are some of the things that we can do? Say, for example, when we are traveling, what are some of the things that we actually need to do so that when such things happen, we are at least able to ask for help? I know sometimes people go into countries. I know sometimes people travel. I say, for example, you can come to the UAE and you don't have any mode of communication when within the nation you've traveled to or the area you've traveled to, you're not connected until the time when you get back to the hotel or your accommodation. That's when you maybe connect to the Wi-Fi or some free Wi-Fi on the way, and you're able to communicate with the people who love you, even the people who are agents with you, taking you around, your tour guides. And it makes me think about some of the communication channels that are really very important. You might travel to a country or a city and you might just never know where your embassy is. This is not to put trust in the embassy. We put trust in God, but just for purposes of people knowing where you are. If you're in a city and you know where your embassy is, you might maybe not want to detour and go there, but it might be a good to know in terms of locations. How do you get there? What do you need? Do you need a taxi? Do you need to ride there? Do you need to walk there? And find the contacts. Even try them, make sure the contacts are working, because sometimes websites don't update the phone numbers that work. And so when you really need to call, you discover that the numbers you've been having are actually numbers that have not been updated in so many years. So you can first check for your embassy. Please make sure you know where your embassy is and make sure you have a contact that works. Check before you leave, see if you can even be linked directly. And what about when you're in the nation that you've traveled into? Make sure you're available, your mode of communication actually works. Don't be, not necessarily being online, but do you have, can you get a SIM card? It might cost you a few dollars, pounds, shillings, dirhams, but just get one so that you are able to communicate if you need to, and you find yourself in a situation where you need to call, and now you can't use the Wi-Fi. There usually are restrictions, especially when you come to UAE, in how you communicate. So you want to be able to communicate well. And then also, I know there are times people want to, there are many times there are people who just want to have private lives and they want to do things alone. And so when they travel, they don't even let anyone know they have traveled until people are told, oh, we saw someone in Germany. They're like, what do you mean Germany? I left this person in Canada or the US, or how did they get to Germany? Or I saw them in Kenya. They're like, Kenya? I thought I was with this person in Dubai. How did they get to Kenya? Yeah, so I know there are people who love having those very private lives. They only want to be the only ones who know their plans. Please get someone you trust, that you can always let them know of your plans, where you are at, and just let them know how to reach you when you're in these countries. Immediately you maybe get a SIM card or a mode of communication, just a SIM card or a way of communicating that people can access you if they need to. Please make sure that you share this information with the people who know your whereabouts, so that they're able to reach you if they need to. That's very important. So at least in case find ourselves in situations where we need to exit quickly, there are people who know you there, and they can help even by calming you down. They can help by praying for you. They can help by reaching the embassy on their side for you if you're not able to reach the embassy from your side. Yeah, that's very important, so that we can travel, yes, enjoy traveling, and also be reachable, be accessible. Even if we want a very, very, very private, quiet, everything, let there be someone who is not with you, who is able to access you, who would be easily able to call you and reach you. And then that goes to those people who are roaming. Yeah, if you're roaming, make sure that those who know you've traveled, those who you trust, of course, you don't want to be on a break, but not on a break because everyone is on phone with you and make you not enjoy your break. But at least make sure the people that you want to access you can actually access you. Tell them to test the number while you're roaming. Make sure, yeah, that they are able to reach you and you're able to reach them. Yes, this is very important. And again, we keep praying for God to just prevail in the Middle East, in the middle of the situation that is going on, for the leaders to have wisdom. And of course, one of the things that you might hear a lot at this point is that so many airlines are canceling flights, rescheduling flights. You'll hear conversations about the airspace being closed. You might need to also check whether your flight will take the normal route. How you will know that is by the amount of time it's now showing you will need to be on air. Then that takes me to something else. When you're booking your ticket, or if someone is booking for you your ticket, do you put real numbers that the airline can send you messages on, or real email addresses? And when they send these emails and messages, are you actually receiving them? Please confirm with the airline. Let them know you booked your tickets. You booked you booked your tickets, but you're not seeing any communication. Why is this important? Even in a situation where there is no wars or issues that would demand an urgent, interaction with the airlines. Sometimes the airport can get busy, and They might ask some flights to delay maybe taking off and some to delay landing. So, say for example, you're supposed to travel and you have not given your phone numbers or your email addresses to the airline for purposes of communication. I know many people don't want to have a lot of marketing, materials sent to them. Well, depending on how your inbox looks like and what's your objective. So you can check the options available and just have the information available. You can tick the boxes that are relevant to you, but please make sure that if the airline is sending you emails to tell you your flight has been rescheduled, you're able to see. Check your junk, check where your ticket was sent the moment you applied for you booked your ticket. And for those of you who are doing this through the agency, please check with agencies how can the airline send you messages. Please make sure you confirm with them before you finish booking the tickets, because then if the airline is sending the messages to the agency and the agency is maybe too busy wrapped up in booking other tickets and they're not even telling you that your flight was rescheduled, it might be an inconvenience, and it might just spoil a trip that was rather good. And if you need to cut short your trip for safety reasons, then you can be reachable. So today we are we are thinking a lot about the Middle East. I am in the Middle East, and we are also thinking about communication channels, especially in times when we find ourselves in such spaces where you need to either evacuate immediately. Who knows where you are? What channels of communication should you be really well versed with? You have some few shillings that you need to have in case you just need to get something using cash and exit. Shillings is what is used in East Africa, the name of the currency. Ugandan shillings, Tanzanian shillings, Kenyan shillings. So it's a currency name. So have some money on you in case you just need to up and go and you need to purchase without necessarily going to look for an ATM. So you can still be able to quickly move and get yourself to a safe space. Trust God. You could be there thinking, hey, Purity, this is not about God. Hey, it's always about God. So when you plan your travel, trust God. You want it to be amazing. You want it to be a memorable time. But we live in a world that is very broken and people are broken and people can just decide they don't want to let us enjoy our time. So we trust God and we just plan and allow him to make it happen for us and keep us safe. So when you go for your trip and go back home safe, please say thank you to God. Don't assume that you kept yourself safe. So that is it for now. We continue to pray for the hearts of the leaders in the Gulf, in the Middle East, in Asia generally, for God to intervene, and for the hearts of the leaders all over the world, because every leader needs to be under the authority of God. And pray for the peace of your area of residence, pray for the prosperity of the place you live. Because when the place prospers, you will also prosper. We also prosper. So thank you so much. God bless you. This one is a heavy one, but we thank God. Thank you so much.